The concept of the most powerful deity varies between cultures and religions, and is often a matter of interpretation and personal belief. Some of the most widely recognized powerful gods in various cultures and religions include Zeus, Greek mythology. Zeus is the king of the gods in ancient Greek mythology. He is the god of the sky, lightning, thunder, law, order, and fate. He is often depicted as a powerful and dignified figure, wielding a lightning bolt and wearing a crown of thunderbolts. Zeus was regarded as the most powerful of the gods, and he was considered to have the power to control the weather, create earthquakes, and bring thunder and lightning. He was also responsible for maintaining order and justice, and was considered the father of gods and men. Zeus was worshipped by the ancient Greeks, who built many temples in his honor and offered him sacrifices. His legacy has lived on throughout history, and he continues to be a popular figure in modern popular culture, appearing in movies, TV shows, and video games. Odin, Norse mythology. Odin is a deity in Norse mythology, who was the god of wisdom, war, death, and magic. He was one of the most powerful and revered gods in the Norse pantheon and was the highest of the Asa gods. Odin was known for his wisdom, which he obtained by sacrificing one of his eyes, and for his ability to see into the future. In Norse mythology, Odin was often depicted as a one-eyed, grey-bearded old man, who wore a broad-brimmed hat and a cloak. He was often accompanied by two ravens, Hugin and Munin, who flew around the world and reported back to him. Odin was also associated with the spear Gungnir and the horse Sleipnir. In war, Odin was seen as a fierce warrior who led the Viking armies to victory. He was also considered to be the god of death, and was associated with the afterlife and the dead. Odin was worshipped by the ancient Norse peoples and is still remembered today in Nordic and Germanic cultures. Shiva, Hinduism. Shiva is a major deity in Hinduism, and is considered to be one of the supreme gods in the Hindu pantheon. He is regarded as the destroyer of the world and is associated with destruction, change, and rejuvenation. Shiva is also known as the god of yoga and meditation, and is revered for his wisdom, knowledge, and spiritual insight. Shiva is typically depicted as a handsome, powerful, and ascetic figure with a third eye on his forehead, a crescent moon on his head, and serpents around his neck. He is often shown holding a trident, which symbolizes his power over the three realms of existence, and he is accompanied by a bull, which is his mount. Shiva is worshipped by millions of Hindus across the world, and is especially revered in India, where he is considered to be one of the major deities of the Hindu pantheon. He is often depicted in Hindu art and literature, and is the subject of many Hindu myths and legends. The annual festival of Mahashivaratri, which celebrates the wedding of Shiva and his wife, Parvati, is one of the major Hindu festivals. El, Canaanite mythology. El was the head of the pantheon of gods in ancient Canaanite religion. He was considered the creator of the world and the father of the other gods. El was depicted as a wise, compassionate, and powerful deity who ruled over the universe with justice and fairness. In Canaanite mythology, El was seen as the source of all life and fertility, and was worshipped as the patron of agriculture and the bringer of rain. He was also associated with wisdom and was revered for his knowledge and insight. The worship of El was widespread throughout the ancient Near East, and his influence can be seen in the religious practices of several neighboring cultures, including the Hebrews, Phoenicians, and Arameans. Despite the spread of his worship, however, the exact nature and attributes of El varied from one culture to another. Today, El is remembered as a key figure in the history of ancient Near Eastern religion, and his legacy continues to be felt in the beliefs and practices of modern-day Canaanite religious communities. Anubis, Egyptian mythology. Anubis is an ancient Egyptian deity associated with mummification and the afterlife. He is often depicted as a jackal-headed god, or as a man with the head of a jackal. In ancient Egyptian religion, Anubis was considered the guardian of the dead and the conductor of souls to the afterlife. Anubis played an important role in the funerary rituals of the ancient Egyptians, as he was responsible for preparing the deceased for the journey to the afterlife. This included overseeing the process of mummification, which was believed to preserve the body and protect it from decay. Anubis was also associated with the weighing of the heart, a ritual in which the heart of the deceased was weighed against the feather of Ma'at, the goddess of truth and justice. If the heart was found to be heavier than the feather, it was believed that the deceased was unworthy of entering the afterlife, and their soul was devoured by Ammit, the monster of the underworld. Today, Anubis is remembered as one of the most recognizable gods of ancient Egyptian religion, and his image continues to be a popular cultural symbol of death and the afterlife. It is important to note that these gods, and many others, are often viewed as powerful within the context of their own mythology and beliefs. The concept of the most powerful deity is often subjective and varies between individuals, cultures, and religious traditions.